Welcome to Headfirst and Horizontal, presented by Face Level, the world's premier show featuring human-powered sports experience with forward motion, headfirst and horizontal to gravity. Headfirst and Horizontal is a humorous conversation giving you a unique and entertaining glimpse at a different side of the Face Level sports athlete you only thought you knew. And now, your hosts, Josh Galt and Jusbyn Lockard.
Tennessee, USA. It's 3:30 p.m.
Knoxville, Tennessee. All right, I'm in the Kingdom of Wonder in Southeast Asia, in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and we have today with us an amazing start to this little show we call Headfirst and Horizontal. We have world champion, Riverboarding world champion from 2013, Mr. Bob Lataste. Bob, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm in Cherbourg in France, and now it's maybe 9 o'clock for me, 9 p.m. for me in France. Yes.
Right on. So what have you been doing? What do your days consist of? Like, what did you have to do today? You're working, right?
Yes, I'm working. I'm just coming back from a mission, just because we find like a bomb maybe on the beach in France.
Cannonball!
And after we have to countermine this kind of explosive.
So did you get that, Jay? He found a bomb today.
Yes. Yeah, you did way more than I've done today. First off, Bob. I picked my kid up from school, and you're saving the security of France. So I give that to you. So you found a bomb. I just gotta hit on that one a little bit more. I mean, was it just random everyday occurrence, or is this, for a living you work for?
It's just one time around maybe 1 or 2 times by week we find some bombs on the beach in France, and maybe sometime in the water in the sea. So
you're in the Navy, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Oh, awesome. So you do unexploded ordnance for the Navy.
Yeah, explosive ordnance, disposal diver. Yes, diver too.
Wait, how did you know what that was? Unexploded ordnance. That's like a actual military term, right?
I used to do cleanup for him in another life.
Okay. It's like I call them bombs, and you're like unexploded ordnance.
Yes, exactly.
All sophisticated on me.
Yeah, UXO as they call it. Yeah, for you layman's, it's a bomb.
Yeah, we'll
just
leave it
joking.
at that.
That's right. I'm just messing around. So, well, Bob, it's awesome to have you here today. I appreciate, you and I have talked back and forth emails here and there. But so, have you been on the water lately? Let's hit that one.
If I've been in the water today?
Have you been lately? Have you been in the water? Have you been practicing or riverboarding here recently, with it being as cold as it is outside?
Maybe. So just in France, it's really hard for me to find a real river or stadium to train myself. So I just go to the fitness room with the coach, and so I go at the swimming pool, and I can run often, and I can make sports often. Maybe every morning I have 1 hour or 2 hours to make sports, and after work during the evening I can go at the swimming pool, yeah, for sure. And after it's very cold in France now, maybe 1, 2 or 3 degrees, not too much. So it's really hard to run outside. That's why I sometimes maybe in December and January I go at the fitness room, and after I will go outside to train myself.
So you're mainly just training in the pool then right now?
Yes, just training in the pool, because I cannot go back to Po. Maybe Po, the Whitewater Stadium in Po. And when I will have holidays, I will go back to Po to train really on the slalom part and downriver.
Now, what sports? I mean, you said sports. What kind of sports do you play this time of year? I mean, you ski, snowboard, anything that, or?
Not ski and snowboard, because it's too dangerous, Not me, because that's other people. That's why I don't want to break my leg or things like that. That's why all my friends of the EOD diver, or in the mountain together. Everybody is there, and I still here because I don't want to break my leg. And they do skiing and snowboarding today just for fun, and I don't want to go there because I prefer stay here because I have to train and I don't want to break my leg.
I can understand that.
That's why I quit skiing too.
I know to hear a skier will look at this and say, "You guys are crazy going riverboarding," and a riverboarder's like, "No, I'm not going skiing. I could break my leg." It's just different strokes for different folks.
Well, when you're snow plowing at high speeds, though, I mean, snow plowing puts a lot of stress on your legs, Jay. I mean, that's the problem I always had with it.
No, the problem is not me, because I know that if I'm alone, there is no problem. I will go slowly and it's okay. But the big problem is the other people on the mountain because they don't know. But because sometimes they go too fast and they cannot stop, and after you're just under and that's a freaking life, and you're.
Yeah.
So you're not worried about you. You're worried about the other people on the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can agree with you on that one. So
Yeah.
with that being said, so why'd you pick riverboarding over over other sports, any sport?
Sorry?
Why'd you pick riverboarding over any other sport? Soccer, skiing, snowboarding.
When I was
Yeah.
when
Go ahead.
when I was maybe 8 years old, I tried maybe lots of sports. Each year I changed sports. I did soccer, karate, maybe, and all the combat sports. And after I tried diving, like scuba diving, and in the same group they did Hydraspeed or riverboarding, and I tried that when I was 7 and 8 years old, and I never leave this sport because when the first time I tried on Saturday and on Sunday it was a little race, and we were just maybe 3 people in the same class because we were just 3 people to have maybe 8 years old, and I finished at the third place. That's why I coming back home with like maybe a medals, and I never stopped. That's why I come back again and again and again, and I never stopped the
So you started riverboarding at 7 years old?
Yeah, 8 years old exactly. Yes, but I when I was from 8 to 16, I did in same time rugby.
Rugby.
Nice.
Wow. Well, see, you said you did karate though, right? So you and Jay have something in common there. But now, I don't want to speak wrong here, but isn't there kind of a little bit of a beef between Jay? You did Taekwondo, right?
Yeah, I did do Taekwondo.
So there's kind of like a competition thing
awesome.
between Taekwondo and karate. So I'll let you guys hash it out, but I just.
It was when I was young for the combat sports, and now, yes, in the Navy we did sometimes, but not as often as possible because we have to train first in diving and after the other sports.
Okay.
But
So it sounds as though, I mean, you like, obviously you like combat sports. Rugby falls into, I mean, that's about as close to karate as you can get. I mean, that's a combat sport if you ask me. And then, you pick riverboarding. So with that said, you like adrenaline. Can you tell me your best moment, scariest moment on a river? Let's hear that one. Your best moment and your scariest moment on a river.
the best moment for me is maybe when I finished the race, the downriver race in Indonesia, because it was the last race. Because the day before we did the slalom, the border cross, and the freestyle. And when I win the downriver race, I know that I will be the first world riverboarding champion. That's why for me it's like a dream, because when I was young, my first dream is to wear the French jacket, because when you're the French champion, you can wear the French jacket, but just after be maybe 18 years old. So when I was 7, 8, 10 years old, I can see everybody with the white French jacket, and I said I want to wear it. And after at 18 years old, I can wear that because I win the French championship. And after I have another dream is that to go outside the country to make some race. And everybody said that no, because it's too little sport and nobody will organize a race outside the France because we think that nobody do riverboarding in other country.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than you thought, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool. And you were all alone too when you finished that race. We used a picture from somebody was like up high behind and took a picture of you with like the finish line banner, and there's just nobody there. It's just you. It's just the big 52. We used that on the brochure we're using for Guatemala, but that must have been a cool feeling.
In Guatemala, some guys from France will come, and they are really, really, really nice at the river. So I think that this will be very, very hard for me to be the one, just only at the end of this race, because they are really very, very well at that.
Probably be closer. Huh?
So
what about scariest?
The scariest moments.
The scariest is when it's on the Veneo. Maybe you know the Veneo, the river. I did a video on the Veneo River, and
it's class 5, right?
Yes, and it depends the water level. And when you go in this part of the river, some parts, the hard part of the river, when you begin, you cannot stop. You have to go down because in between the beginning and the end, you cannot go out of the water because there is big mountain in each side of the river. So when you start, you have to finish, and it depends the water level during the day because the water coming from the mountain and the snow, because when the sun hurts the snow, there is more water.
Sure.
And if you start maybe at 2 p.m., at 6 p.m., the water is going up, and at first it's you have a good level, and at the end of the day, if you go too slow, there is a big level, and it's very, very difficult. So if you are with people who are scared maybe and they want to stop and look too much, you have to wait, but you are waiting for their security, but after you know that the water level will bring up, and you know at each stop will be longer, because after the level will bring up and they are scared more, and that's why very scary for me, because I was with them and everybody looking for you and said, and what we have to do, where we go. So it was scary, not for me, but because for them, yeah.
Right, so all the pressure was on you to run the right lines and scout things correctly and take care of them.
You have to take care, and if I'm alone, there is no problem. But if you have to take care about somebody, it's not easy.
Well, we're gonna play a quick game with you here, Bob. On since you know the least to most scary. I'm gonna give you 3 items, and you're gonna pick the least scary and the most scary of all of the 3. Ready?
The least scary. Yeah.
So rank these things in order of the not scary to the most scary. Okay.
Okay. Three.
All right.
Yeah, 3 things.
Yep. I'm gonna say failure, spiders, and shopping.
I don't understand some spiders, yes, but the other one.
Yeah, exactly. Which one do you find the scariest of those 3? Spiders, failure, or shopping?
Yes, but I don't know what's shopping and the other one.
Oh, shopping. Okay, so shopping is like going to the mall to buy shoes and bras with your girlfriend, for example, or.
You say shopping?
Shopping, yeah, shopping.
Okay, yes, I understand.
And the other one is failure, like
losing.
Losing, yeah, failing, not succeeding. Okay, so those 3 things.
The first, I said maybe yes, spider for sure.
You're scared of spiders too? I'm not a spider fan.
Not failure, maybe failure. Failure. No, first failure. It's the most not dangerous, but I'm scaring about that. Yes, failure. Yeah, for sure. After spider and shopping. Maybe shopping is not a problem for me.
Oh, really? So you're
Shopping's not a
a
problem.
shopaholic, huh?
Oh, there we go.
We've uncovered a little secret about our world champion. He likes to shop. So what do you like to shop for when you go shopping?
Hat, face level hat.
Okay.
Like I send you the mail because I want you to send me a big box with a lot of hats, shorts, and all.
All right.
Cannonball! I'm an outdoor shopping junkie. I'll go to the
Yeah.
outdoor stores where the camping and the hiking and the kayaking and ski stuff is, and go and look at it and check it out, and then go online and buy it.
Yeah.
That's pretty wrong. I know.
That's how guys get
Yeah.
their shopping fix, I guess. We don't buy shoes so much unless they're climbing boots, wetsuit boots, hiking boots, ski boots. Yeah. I guess we do
Yeah.
buy shoes.
So, all right, Bob, I got another one for you. We're gonna play a game, blank or blank. Which one you like better? You have to pick one you like better. All right, luxury hotels or camping? Do you like
What I
nice
love.
hotels? What do you like
Okay,
better?
it depends. It depends. It depends if I'm alone or not. You know.
All right,
Good
that's
call.
good.
If I'm alone, it doesn't matter for me because I know how to sleep outside with or without tent. It's not a problem for me because that works for me. It's a bit before be diverse. I have to know how to sleep outside. That's not a problem. But if I'm not alone, it depends the situation. You know, if I'm here to make a race, I prefer the hotel room. Yes, for sure.
Yeah. All
Or
right.
or if you're with your significant other, didn't you go with your girlfriend to Greece recently? Or have,
Yeah. Normally, I did, but after I didn't go to Greece.
oh no. Okay.
Yes, just before she said, "Oh no, I don't want to go there." So
Oh.
I said, "Go go. I have to find another girl, and maybe I will go after."
All right. All right. Let's see. Oh,
you
go for it, Jay. I'm gonna look and find a good one while you're asking the next one.
All right.
can
This
you can
Miley. Go ahead.
sorry,
Sorry. Go ahead, Bob.
you can cut this part if you want. It's not a problem.
Okay, yeah. We'll edit it
That's automatically the ones we use, Bob, when you say
out.
that. So, what about this one? Now, this is pretty American, but Miley Cyrus or Taylor Swift?
Mm, I don't know the first. I know Taylor Swift, so yes, but the other one is
Miley Cyrus?
I don't know.
Yeah,
All
okay, never heard of Miley Cyrus. All right,
How
but
about
Taylor Swift has made it overseas. There we go.
how about we do Taylor Swift or Justin Bieber?
Okay, Taylor Swift for sure. It's okay.
Okay.
Good answer.
Nice. Nice. Did not buckle on that one. All right, Superman or Batman?
My favorite.
Yeah, just pick one. Which one's better?
Yeah.
Which one do you like more?
Maybe Batman. Not for the guy, but just for all what there is around him. You know, nice car,
Yeah,
nice
he's got the cars, motorcycle, all the gadgets. Yeah.
gadgets. Yes.
Yeah. And his little tight suit doesn't look quite as silly. Let's just use that term as Superman. I'm not a big fan of the Superman costume. Like, I would be embarrassed to go out in public as Superman in his costume, I think.
But didn't somebody give you a pair of Superman underwear? Cannonball! You know, Anvil or the Hydraspeeds or
Yeah. It depends. It depends what is the final project. You know. It depends if you have to do waterfall or before the video or the movie we did with Josh this summer. I never did something with Anvil. Just maybe playing in some wave with Josh when he came for the French Championship. So I love the Anvil for that because you feel secure inside, and you know that even if it's big waterfall, you will going up at the surface or at the top of the water. But if I have to go fast, I prefer my riverboarding, yes, for sure.
And what's the difference? Like, what's the key thing that you think makes your boards faster than most other boards?
Mm,
I know a lot
because
of it
it's
is you, but just in terms of the board design, like what makes those boards better?
in at the beginning of maybe 2001 or 2002, we have just simple boats like the Indonesian guys. And after Gauthier, everybody know Gauthier, he he, he, he began to learn how to do new boats, and he learned at school how to do nice boats, but really boats, sailing boats. And he said that a lot of people are walking around this kind of boat because it's a big sport in France, the sailing. So everybody know how to do how to maybe to build something to go fast in the water. Know the form, maybe I don't know if the form. You have to build that in not be hydrodynamic. You said that in English. I don't know.
Aerodynamic, yes.
You have to do that. And Gauthier planned to build something like this, and we tried, and it's that we have today. But I'm sure that if a lot of people try to build other things, and you have to think about a lot of things, we can do a riverboard better. I'm sure for that, because it's too maybe move. I don't know how do you say move. I will look that. Sorry.
So you think board designs can go from here? This is not the top. There's more. There's better designs to come.
In France, just one people think on this kind of boat. But if a lot of people put all the ideas in the bag, and everybody like we did for maybe for the champion world championship or things like that, everybody give his ideas, and after if you're a lot of people to think about this project, you can do something well. But if you're alone, it's just your ideas. So if a lot of people try to think about how to do a better riverboard, maybe it should be better, and we in maybe in 1 or 2 years we will have a better hyperspeed.
Nice.
That's a
All right.
very French philosophy, I think, there.
Yeah,
In terms of the group,
The group dynamic. Yeah.
groups of ideas working together and
Yeah.
coming up with something. Because I know some people, like creative people, who would say no, like one person can do it better. But I know from experience that sometimes you get there quicker if you take ideas from many different people, even though it's kind of counterintuitive as an American. But that idea actually does work better sometimes.
Yeah.
Because instead of having to do trial and error yourself 20 different times, you just have 20 different ideas, and you're like, okay, this is what works, this is what doesn't work, and then you can evolve the process more quickly.
That we have to find somebody to say that this and this idea are good and this one are not good. So we have to keep that. And sometimes in France, you have some guys are just here to think, and another guy is here to make the product.
Yeah.
So and the guy who would make the product, he can say if he can do or if he can't do that.
Yeah.
And after today, we don't need to find a riverboard faster, because nobody have a riverboard faster than us. So it's the who did the difference on the board. So
Yeah, that's true. Do
it
you have
doesn't
a
matter.
favorite piece of gear, Bob? Like could be any piece of gear, or favorite helmet, fins. Like what's the one piece of gear that you would say, like, this is I've had this since I was 8 years old or 10 years old, whatever. Like, this is my treasured piece of gear.
Kind of like your lucky piece.
It's my red underwear, like Superman. I have the same.
Ah, nice play, sir. Nice play.
Nice. All
What's
right.
of wear gear? No. My favorite maybe. Um, I I said not the fins because when I was 8 years old, but I can. Yes, the fins. I think the fins because I cannot start the race without my fins because but it's the same for my board. The helmet, the life jacket. It's not important for me, but the board and the fins for the board and the fins it's very very important, and the wetsuit too. But all is important for me, so it's not very easy to choose something.
Yeah. What makes the fins special? I know you have
Uh,
some cool fins.
since I'm 8 years old, I tried a lot of kind of fins in France, and uh, first time plastic fins because I was not here to win race or things like that. I was just here to learn. Even in the race, I was not here to win. So I take just plastic fins, and after when I arrive at maybe 16 years old, I tried to win all the race, and I trained myself for that. So I found the bigger fins. I don't know how do you say that.
The
For
longer fins?
yes, but not in plastic, in fiber.
Carbon fiber, yeah.
Fiber, and it's very hard for all the muscle, because all the little muscle of the foot. Long fins are very. It's very hard for the foot for your feet, and it was very very hard for me to find the good fit, the good boots, because we have the boots and the fins. It was very hard for me to find the good boots,
Uh-huh.
and I tried maybe six or seven different fiber fins to find the good, and I have some, and it's not perfect. The fins I had today, it's not perfect, but it's the less bad. I,
It's the
the
best
less
of
bad.
what's available to you right now, huh?
But you say those fins are made of fiber, like fiberglass, like
Yeah.
carbon fiber fins?
Yes, yes, but it's each fin for me. It's painful every time. I cannot find a fins where it's not painful. Even in fiber, all the fiber fins for me are painful. I don't know if it's just me or, but I cannot find a good, a perfect fin,
But
fins. But
you say the fiber fins, the longer fiber fins, or you like them better than the short rubber fins
yeah,
that a lot of people use?
yes, 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 for sure. As you can, if you find somebody go faster than us with the plastic fins in a river, oh, it's not possible for me to go faster than with the plastic fins without it. You cannot compare it because with the fiber fins you go faster. It's like that. You cannot do nothing about that.
Hmm. Huh. Nice.
There, yeah.
I got a
There's
question.
some difference of opinion on that still, but we'll find out in Guatemala. I think there'll be a
Oh, there we go. The competition comment comes out.
between the short fins and the long fins. Yeah, that's been raging for a while, but yeah, there was definitely no question in Indonesia. I think it'll be a little different in Guatemala because the water's gonna be a lot more difficult. But yeah,
I hope that a lot of people will come with fiber fin in Guatemala, because maybe for slalom you can do the difference, but I think no. But maybe we can find somebody better than us with plastic fins, maybe in slalom, but in downriver with short fins on
yeah,
14 kilometers,
yeah. For the
it's not.
enduro cross, yeah, you're totally right. Because in straight ahead and flat water, yeah, it's gonna be a lot faster. It's true.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
but my fins are painful, and I think that after 14 kilometers, I cannot walk to go outside of the water, but it will be because plus it's long. Less I have chance to win, because it's the old people guy who wins when it's long race.
Well, but
Even
it's not just flat water though. There's gonna be a lot of big rapids in that
how many
distance. So,
times? How many times you think to do the 14 kilometers?
like how long?
Yes, how long?
Not sure. We haven't
Flat.
timed it at the level yet that it's gonna be. We'll be able to time it probably in August or September to have an idea of how long it'll be. I would guess maybe an hour.
An hour. It's too long. It's too long. Old people will win. It's not sure, but normally in France, 1 hour. It's the old
It
people.
might not be that long. It might be shorter. I mean, we were shooting for like 45 minutes, so we'll see. It just depends on the water level part of it.
After 30 minutes, it's the old people guy.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
with
what?
the
Old people?
It's an old people race.
It's an old people race. I got a chance. That's what I'm hearing. I got a good chance here. So
slalom is for the young guys, and downriver it's for old people guys. Yes.
For the old guys. All right. Speaking of old people, if you could have lunch with any person, living or dead, who would it be?
Today,
No, just any person. Like you can go back in time. Like you can have lunch with anyone. You could go back and talk to Napoleon, or you could go forward in time, like and talk to an imaginary person. Like who would you talk to?
uh, mm, there is no hesitation for me. It's my grandfather, because he died when I'm just before I go to the French championship. Because every time the championship are during Sunday and Saturday in France,
Uh-huh.
and I leave my house because before dying he lived in my house, and the nurse said that it was his last weekend. We know before leaving we know that it was his last weekend, and I said okay, I will not go at the French championship. I will stay here with him because I don't want to leave the house because I know that it's his last weekend to live. So he said me that he wants me to go at this race. So I did it, and I go at this race. I win the race. It was the slalom championship in 2008 or 2007. And I leave the house, and when I come back on Sunday, he was dead, and maybe the Tuesday after, I go back at this church, and I put my medals on his body,
Oh
and he
wow.
go with.
oh, wow.
That's why if I can do a lunch with him, why not? And now every time when I'm on the starting line, I or every time when I take the plane or the car to go in the race, every time I have just a thing for him. That's why.
Wow. That's
That's
awesome.
that's
That's
really
wonderful,
cool.
Bob.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's probably the best answer we've gotten
that's
on
really
that one.
cool.
That was pretty heartfelt. Thank you. That was good.
And you'd have a
Um,
lot of things to tell him now too. And
yeah.
going forward, you have a lot more things to share, like a lot more medals, a lot more victories. That's cool. That's really cool.
No,
So one question. I got a question for you about the French Championships. How many people compete in that event? Like how many people are there?
no. When I was young, we can have maybe at the starting line maybe 100 people. Sometimes we have 120 people at the starting line. But in this 120 people, uh, maybe there is just 20 people who are very very best, or very good at riverboarding. The other one are just here because it's the sister or the daughter of the guy who is very well, and if he do in France we have to do 600 kilometers to go in a race, maybe 6 or 7 hour by car just in 2 days to do the race, or 3 days, not much. So you're here. Everybody love the river. If you do 7 hour in car, is that you love the rivers or you love the people, and that's why if you are here, you said, "Well, I'm here. I will do the race. I will swim. I will do the race. Even if I'm bad, I will do the race." So there is a lot of people, but in this 100 people, maybe there is just 20 people who are training every day and very hard. So, and not every day. Maybe on these 20, maybe just 5 every day. We will train every day, and and maybe 10 just train 1 or 2 times by week, not too much.
So are those the people that are the most passionate about it, or are those the people that just take it more seriously because they have a talent? Like what makes the those 20 people or those 5 people so much better than the other 95 people?
They say that they say that there is really maybe five people who are very well in each race. Every time it's the same, and the other people said we will never win this guy. So they did another race with an underclass, because in France, in each race today at the next race, we have Gauthier, Tristan, and me just in slalom, and we know that maybe nobody can take the first race, even just us. It's not because nobody can think that he will win us.
Right.
And we have some young boys, like I was before. And I go to them and I said, you can do that, you can do that, you can do that. Because when you are training and you are young, you have some steps. And one time in each month, you can go on another step. And sometimes you feel that you're growing just one step, and you take maybe 2, 3, or 4 steps in 1 month, and after you will jump in front. He will jump. They will jump in front of us, and maybe on the first step of the podium. But they don't know that we have to prove to them to go at this point.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Hey, I want to interrupt real quick. We'll cut this part out. Are you touching the keyboard or your microphone? Sometimes there's like a lot of like squeaky, like this kind of noise. Cannonball! Yeah, right now there's no noise, yeah. But just sometimes I hear it, just so that we have a cleaner sound, because the connection is not super good. But when there's that extra tapping, then it makes it harder. Okay, back into it.
Well, I got a question for you. I'm gonna hit a light note here. Your most embarrassing moment.
In riverboarding or
No, in life. In life.
No. All life.
You don't have any embarrassing moments in riverboarding. Come on.
Yeah.
my embarrassing moments. Whoa.
He's got one.
You got one.
Yes. No, not this one. What
Oh,
was
come
embarrassing?
on! You gotta share it now. That was too good.
That one made you laugh yourself.
Exactly.
Was not embarrassing. Yes, I know. I have one. I won. You went this summer. You went in the sales school where I work. You remember, Josh?
Yeah.
And, every time I have some students, school, not sailing students, and they are between 8 and sometimes 18 or 20 years old, and they arrive on Monday, and they leave on Saturday, and all the Sunday nights before they come, it's a big party in the nightclub, and there is a nightclub just in front of the sailing school. And when you go in the nightclub, you are drunk sometimes, and you are here to find not love but find a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I found a girl. I bring her back to my car and my house. And the next day, also Monday, I bring her at her house at maybe 8 hours, and at 9 o'clock, all the people are coming at the sailing school, and when I have a list with all my students, and I see the list with men or women, men, woman, and you have the name and the old, how old is she, and there is a name like it was Cynthia, it was the name Cynthia, and I see on the list Cynthia, and the girl of the last night was Cynthia, and I say, oh, it's maybe it's a joke, I don't know, and everybody's coming, and I see the same girl is coming with his mom and his father,
Ah.
and in front of the name, you can see the hold, and she was just 17 years old. I was 19, but in France under 18, you can't. It's forbidden. You know.
Yeah, it's in the
Uh-oh.
United States, in the U.S. too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And after the first class, sailing class, the every all the parents come to you and said, "Oh, how are you? How it is? It was nice. He was cute with you." And the mother come and say, "Oh, how it is?" And I don't know. I said, oh, but in my head, I think she talked about the sailing session or yesterday night. I don't remember.
Cannonball!
Behind and was just smiling, and the girl said that I was embarrassing, and she was just behind and said, "Ah, he's embarrassing," and I was here and bro.
She was having a good time. The girl was having a good time with it. She was laughing.
Uh,
That's funny.
well, of course,
So,
because Bob was probably her celebrity crush. I mean, he was the
yeah,
instructor. He was, he
yeah,
was the big
yeah.
shot.
Now, do you have a celebrity crush? Do you have a? If you could
Sorry?
name a famous person, do you have a famous person that you have a crush on? Everybody has a celebrity crush, like a famous person.
Like maybe crush doesn't translate to French. Do you
Crush,
understand crush, Bob?
like a
It's like
a
someone
famous
that you
person
really
that
like.
you like, that
Yeah.
you're attracted to. We call it a
Ah,
crush in the U.S. We're like, oh yeah, you're crushing on them, but it's somebody you're attracted to.
oh, a girl or not a girl?
Well, if you've got a favorite guy that you're, well,
If you
maybe we
got a
should
favorite guy you're
translate this
crushing
just
on,
in
that's all
case.
right.
Hey, I'm not gonna
Okay,
judge.
attracted to like this. There is Shakira, but it's not very easy for me.
Shakira, huh?
Yes,
Shit.
I love
Interesting.
Shakira.
And what is it about Shakira? Like, is
Uh,
her music big in France?
Sorry?
Is Shakira's music popular in France?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Is it really?
Okay.
Wow. Wow, she's definitely worldwide. Well, I mean, I know what it is. It's that hip thrust thing she does. That's my hand doing the hip thrust right there. That's what that's trying to be. But yeah. So Josh, show everybody.
I'm trying to look up how to say crush. I'm
Come
looking
on.
for
I just
avoir. Oh, wait, I better listen to it before I try and pronounce it because there's all these silent. Avoir les bigun. That makes
What?
sense. Avoir les bigun.
so what?
Yeah. Okay, that's what we're talking about, like celebrity crush. Avoir les bigun. Yeah, I've been trying to
Ah,
practice my French, dude. I don't understand. You got to help me out, Bob. What's the deal with the silent S's? Like everything is silent. Why even have the letters there if you don't say them?
Some S's are not silent. You know.
No, but
You
most of
say
them are. Les fils, les fils. You don't say les, you say les fils, les fils. Like one of them is two and one of them is one. Like I'm confused.
yeah. No, it's the words before the big words. You have to hear the S. So you
Hmm.
say les fils, and it's plural, but you don't. You have just to write the S's after the second word, but you have not to say it, and you have just to hear the S's in the first word. You
Okay.
say les vaches, it's plural,
Uh-huh.
but you have not to say the S's, the second S's. You have to write it, but you have not to say the second. And
Right.
that when you speak with somebody, if it's the word before, who can say to you if it's plural or singular? If you are just saying, if it's not writing.
Okay. So like les hommes sont riches, but you don't say
Oui, voilà.
riches. Oui. Yeah.
Voilà. Perfect. You say
Okay.
just
Oh,
les.
or what's another one? I'm trying to learn this, but it's like it's so confusing because sometimes I'm like it doesn't make any sense. Like ils ont un livre.
Oui.
Yeah. Oui.
Ouais, ouais,
But there's like 4 letters that I didn't pronounce. Like lisant is I would pronounce it if I was reading it in English lisant because it has an A, an N, a T, and an S. But you don't pronounce any of that in French.
I will learn some words like I learned to Amy. You will learn some words, and you will.
All right,
That's not.
well, I'm gonna keep practicing. Jay's working on his Spanish, and I'm working on a
Yeah,
little bit of French, so we'll actually be able to communicate when the championship comes around.
yeah, that's the plan. I'm still on the girl and boy right
Hey,
now.
hey, me
I'm not on
too.
exactly.
Je suis un garçon.
Le mayor. So,
Le,
all right, what's a hidden talent? You got a hidden talent? You got any
a talent.
special talent? Yeah, a hidden
Me?
talent. A talent that nobody knows about. Yeah.
Me? Oh.
Yeah.
Uh,
Can you like
Of course, he doesn't want to know about me. We
like
know that I don't have
like
any hidden
clap
talents.
your hands or do something,
no,
like arm?
not music, not a talent. Me, a talent? No, I don't have no talent. Who nobody knows. I have no talents. I think no. Yes, but it's another. No, it's not embarrassing. But in France, when you're dealing with a girl, and you can say her something or different to your just final project is she have to come to your house, so you can say what you want, and everybody said you're playing music. When you do this, you're playing music.
Hmm.
You're playing
Like
music.
a Pied Piper.
All my friends say that I have a talent for that, just for playing music at the girl for they come at my house.
So Bob is a charmer, in
Uh,
other words. That's his hidden
or
talent.
as they say in the
Yes, yes.
U.S., player.
A
I,
player,
I
yeah.
can find. I have the talent to find the good words for make them come to the house.
You have
That's
a
that's the
silver
talent.
tongue. Yes. We got
That's awesome.
Rico Suave here.
Yeah.
You have just to find. It's important, and that's the talents about my friends that talks about me sometimes. Yes.
That's probably a better one to have than like the magic thumb. You know,
Yeah, I'd rather have Bob's talent.
I'd rather have that talent. That's much better talent than
Yeah.
that one. But that is still pretty cool. You move the thumb out like that.
Yeah, yeah.
We can tell that Jay has a little kid.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have.
Someday, Bob, someday, when your talent for charming the ladies goes away, and then you get married and you have a kid, then your talents will be more like the invisible thumb thing, right?
Or you charm that one that you decide you don't want to charm any
Ah,
others.
there you go. There you
See?
go. Good save there.
Yeah. There you
Well,
go. You'll
Bob,
charm that one day.
I'm sure we will talk to you. I'm sure we'll talk a lot over the coming year as you're
Yeah.
training for the upcoming World Championship. So we'll keep the conversation going as we get closer to October.
Yeah.
Are you getting excited about it before we go? You got any set training plan that you're doing, or are you just trying to get in as good a shape
Yes.
as you can?
No, I have a training plan. Just all the 20 weeks before today. It's just my 17 weeks before. I began just physical training, just physical training. Maybe you know freeletics. You know freeletics? It's like a CrossFit.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, CrossFit. Yeah, yeah.
Like
It's like CrossFit.
how would we say it in English? Yeah, it's like 4:30 in the morning, so I don't remember how you say it in English, but I understand. Keep going.
Yeah, like, and I do that from maybe from yes 17 weeks, and since the first January, I go back to the swimming pool. So before I did 5 or 4 CrossFit time training by week, and now I will just do 3 time training by week, and I will go to the swimming pool, and I have another plan training with the coach, a new coach. It's not the same the next year. It's a new coach, and I have a plan. I have a plan to go from today to October. Yes, with a step at the for the French Championship in May.
Cool.
Wow,
Right on.
you
Well,
got it down.
good luck with that. You got a few months then, and so the only competitions you're going to be doing this year are the French Championship, and then will you do the Vignon race again in September, just to kind of as a preview for Guatemala?
I think no. I think no. Even if you want to come, and I will come. I will go with you. There is no problem. But the same thing, I don't want to 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 take a risk to break something, to broke something. So
Yeah, whack your
it's
knee.
what just it's just 1 month before,
Right.
just 1 month before, and I prefer stay cool and train myself. And with my job, it's not very easy for me to have free times. So I will have free time for sure to go in Guatemala, but it's just maybe 2 or 3 weeks before, so it will be difficult for me to have free times for that. But if you really want to come, and I know that before I can do my possible to have free time to bring you at the venue on race. There is
Cool.
no problem.
All right. Well, we'll see how the year shapes up. We'll see. I might have to be in Guatemala already by that time, but
Yeah,
we will see. So good luck with your training, man, and
yeah. Thank you.
we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for
Bob.
sure. At first time, I think that I saw that it will be very hard for me to speak with you in English in
Ah, no,
Skype,
you're
but
good.
it's not too hard, and I will be very happy to do that again. So see you
Maybe
soon,
next time
and
we can do a little bit more in French. I'll be able to say more than Je suis
no, in
allemand.
English. Okay, in
Je suis
English,
calme.
in in English, it's okay for me. No problem.
That's awesome. Well, Bob, it's very nice meeting you, man. I look forward to talking to you again, and thanks for getting on here today with us.
Yes, me too. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, so it was very nice.
All right, cool,
Yeah,
man. Well, have a good, what is it, night?
Yes,
Yeah, have a good evening.
yeah,
yeah.
goodbye.
Bonne nuit.
Yeah, bonne nuit.
All right, ciao.
One way.